says that book nerds like aren't in shape and weak are absolutely correct, because I have this bag full of the books for the video and I can barely lift it. And I've been like going to workout class for like 2 months now and like have one muscle in my arm. So like I should be able to like lift this like easily and not get like so winded. But I mean, there's just a lot of books in here, so we might as well just dive into them, right? First off, let's just go through quickly what is new from Harper Teen in April this month. 11 Things I Promised, The Summer of Everything, Forest of Ruin, Away We Go, The Mirror King, Dreamology, which wins my favorite cover of 2016 so far. Oh my god, it's so cute. Down with the Shine, Mila 2.0, which is actually the third and final book in that series, Same Casta, and Mr. Fahrenheit. That's what's new this month. I love April. April is like my favorite month of the year because it's spring and finally like winter is going away and it's getting warm again and everybody's all happy and birds are chirping and it's like my birthday month and all of that wonderful good fun stuff. And I did a very good job of reading books this month because in March I like totally failed at reading anything on my TBR. I basically read like 1 or 2 books. It was a pathetic month for me. But this month I made up for it. I read Ruined by Amy Tintera, and you can tell by the dumb smile on my face right now that I really love this book because I really love this book. This one will get you out of any reading slump, any book hangover that you have, or if you're just like, I don't have anything to read, everything sucks, meh. Well, you should read Ruined by Amy Tintera because this book starts out with a bang, or more like a savage murder, and then like literally does not stop with the action. It's insane. It's so intense. It's one of the most intense books like I've read in a long time. Epic fantasy. There's a revenge. Remember when I was talking about Wrath in the Dawn, how there's like this whole like theme with like revenge marriage plots? It's in this one too. This one's like way more brutal and it's also really sexy, but also really brutal, but like super fun. We posted the first 2 chapters, or was it just the first one? We posted just the first chapter on our Facebook page, which you should definitely check out because seriously, it will just set up the whole book in the very first chapter. It's so awesome and I cannot wait for you guys to read it and tell me what you think and obsess with me over it because it's really awesome. Next, I'm so excited for you guys to read this. Queen of Hearts by Colleen Oakes. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, let's just take a moment to obsess over the cover. And then the back cover. Oh, wait for it. Princess, warrior, queen. Yas Queen. Seriously, this goes in my Yas Queen pile forever because I love retellings, first of all. I love dark retellings. And I really love Alice in Wonderland, which this is a retelling of. And it's about the villain, the Queen of Hearts. And it's basically like her origin story, how she became so villainous and why she's so evil. And this whole book explores why and how and when she, you know, took that left turn and was like, I'm gonna be an evil queen. So that's what happens in this book. And it's really fun. And you guys definitely have to check it out. Especially if you love like Cinder, any of the Marissa Meyer books. Dorothy Must Die. If you guys like that stuff, Once Upon a Time, this is your jam. Just telling you right now, get on it. Ooh, my graphic novel for this month was Paper Girls. I had not heard of this book. I was totally an impulse purchase. I went to Burlington, Vermont this month and went into one of their cute little independent stores, and it was a comic book store, and I saw this on the shelf and I was like, yo, I am down with that ombre, I'm gonna buy this. And then it turned out that it was written by the same guy who wrote Saga, and of course that immediately made me fangirl in the middle of the store. I was just like, oh my god, give it to me now! So I bought it, and I read it, and it wasn't as good as Saga. And the art isn't as good as Saga. But I'm really curious to see where it goes. So basically this book is set in 1988, and it's about 4 paper delivery girls. They're 12 years old, and they make a intense discovery. Time travel and alien things involved. I'm not gonna like spoil anything for you. Just wanna let you know that it was very crazy, like super crazy in a way that I like wasn't ready for. Like I like stories that start out with a bang, but then they take their time to like, you know, introduce you to the characters and stuff. This graphic novel didn't really do that. It just was sort of like bleh, things, and then just kind of like kept doing that. I want to keep reading it. I'm definitely gonna keep reading it, but it's not my favorite. But I still really like the cover, so it still gets to stay on my shelf. Last month I was really in the mood for a sweet contemporary, so I read an old school book, old school for YA standards, which means it's like over 10 years old. Peaches by Jodi Lynn Anderson. So you guys know that I'm obsessed with Tiger Lily because it is the best book in the world. And then I was like, oh right, she wrote some other stuff too. I should probably read that. So Peaches is by that same author, and it was published I think in like 2005. You can like really tell because they're like, my flip phone doesn't have cell service, and you're just like, oh, silly rabbit. Anyway, this book is set in the South, down on a peach farm, and it is so sweet. It's about friends. It's a friendship story. I have usually I shy away from those friendship stories because I like a little romance in my books. And this one isn't about, like, I mean, it isn't about romance. Like, yes, there are relationships in there, but it's about friendships. And that was really sweet, and it was very cute, and it was just, Jodi Lynn Anderson is just such a good writer. Like, even when she writes fantasy or contemporary, she's just so good at painting pictures with her words. And I really liked the southern setting. It really made me want to, like, go down and work with my hands in a farm, on a peach farm, and like do stuff with peaches, like eat them and bake pies and stuff. So you guys voted last month, and I read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which is definitely a home I should have been in when growing up because I am super peculiar. But I don't have any of like the powers that they do. I'm just like, you know, weird. Peregrines Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I somehow just like managed to not read this book until now. It's one of those books that 100% lives up to the hype, at least for me. I loved this book. At the first 100 pages, I was just sort of like, okay, I don't really know where this is going, but the pictures are really cool, and I'm into Ransom's writing style, and I like World War II stuff, and I'm into it, but I don't really know where this is going. And then when Jacob gets to the island, the story really starts taking off, and you really sort of see like where Ransom's going with it, and then he just continues to take you on a path that's just like, whoa, I thought you were going that way, and he's like, no, I'm taking you this way. This is one of the most original stories I've ever like read ever, and it's totally one that in other authors' hands or just in anybody else's hands, the story could have completely gotten away from Ransom Riggs, but it did not, like, at all. And he totally wrote this amazing, it reads like a fairy tale, like it reads like totally like one of those stories that like your dad or your grandfather just like tells you, like Big Fish, you know, and you're just sort of like, that's not real. And then that's like, oh, that's like the whole story. It's like magical realism, and it's so good, and it made me like have feelings, and like, oh, it was so good, and I can't wait to see the movie and see how Tim Burton ruins the book. Just kidding. He's probably gonna do a good job. I don't know. Hollywood does not do good book adaptations, but Tim Burton, potentially. Anyway, I really love the book. I'm absolutely gonna read the sequel, Hollow City. I can't wait. I really love the photographs in here. It totally makes me want to go to like one of those flea markets and just be like, browse through everybody's like old pictures to like find like the cool, quirky, weird stuff, and I just really like this book. So thank you guys so much for, you know, telling me to read it and all that jazz. So this month I got a lot of finished books, which is really exciting because usually I just get like galleys and stuff, which are awesome, and I'm definitely not being like pooing on galleys because, you know, I like galleys, but I never get like finished books from other publishers, so I was really excited when I got a whole box of books. Zoe's books, Zoella, Girl Online on Tour. I haven't read these, and I've heard really great things about them, and everybody's super excited, so I definitely want to check these ones out. Totally not usually, like, these aren't really my normal jam, but I'm definitely gonna check these ones out. So have you guys read them? Tell me what you think in the comments below. I also got November 9 by Colleen Hoover, Dream House by Cutie Pie, some YouTube person that I should probably know, Wild Lake by Laura Lippman, which has a quote on the bottom from Mindy Kaling. Her writing makes me wish I lived a sexier and more violent life. That quote alone makes me absolutely want to read this book, so I'm gonna check this one out and tell you guys about it later. Follow Me by Ricky Dillon. Joey's book! What up, Joey? I actually got to meet Joey once at VidCon 2 years ago. He is super nice and cool and has amazing hair, IRL. And then the last book that I got, which I am very excited about, Hot Dudes Reading, the book version. Oh my god, I love this Instagram account. If you guys don't follow this Instagram account, you absolutely should. In fact, I submitted a photo to their Instagram account once, and they accepted it, and it's on there. And then the guy figured out that I took the picture, and then it got weird. But that's okay, because my photo's on there, and it's cool, so I'm really excited to read this book. Hello, hot dude. Oh, he plays soccer. I'm into that. So yeah, that's all I got this month, and I'm very excited to read all of these. We've come to that time of the book haul video where you guys get to tell me what to read next. So this time we're gonna do a little poll. It's like right there, isn't it? Thank you, mobile annotations. What of these books should I read next? When We Collided by Emery Lord, a little contemporary for ya. Or Nimona by Noelle Stevenson, graphic novel. I know, I haven't read this one yet, shame on me, but it's been out for a while and it like was nominated for like a bazillion awards and stuff. Graphic novel version of the hit web series. Or Emery Lord, who is also from Cincinnati, my hometown. What up, Emery? What up, Cincinnati? O-H-I-O. I don't know how to spell with my arms. Anyway, which one should I read next? Vote in the poll or tell me in the comments below. And now, you guys, I want to know what you guys are reading. Tell me what I should read. I'm always on the lookout for new stuff. What I'm in the mood for this month, or for May, is I would like to read some thrillers. Some young adult or adult thrillers, but I'm in the mood for like a Gillian Flynn Gone Girl-esque book, because it's been a while since I've read one of those. If you have any wonderful suggestions for me, please enlighten me in the comments below. And I can't wait to chat with you all about it. And tell me what you guys are reading, and just general book love, hugs, internet things. Before you go, just subscribe to our channel so we can become book best friends, and you can get all the latest updates on Epic Reads, goodness, and all that good fun stuff, and just subscribe if you love me.